Welcome to another edition of In the Dirt with Tim Baltz. Well, Tim's not here this week. As a matter of fact, he's on the road with the Big Block boys, running this week with some midweek races at Drummond and in Brockville. And he'll have all the results for you coming up on the next edition of In the Dirt. We've got some results, but once again, Mother Nature did it. I'll tell you, a lot of rain on the weekend. But we did get some results in, and we'll give them to you right after this word from our sponsors. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like, because we need all of you, especially you race fans, to join us here on In the Dirt every week. It's brought to you each and every week by Alexandria Home Hardware, Draper Doors, Disaster RX, DKI, and our good friends at Rideau Acres Campground. We'll be right back.
Rideau Acres is the place to be.
It's that time of year. Time to plan your vacations and weekend fun. Why not book now for your camping and RVing at Rideau Acres Family Campground, Eastern Ontario's full-service camping facility, located on a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Rideau Canal, on a series of lakes joined by lock systems that links Kingston to Canada's capital city, Ottawa. Rideau Acres is only 10 minutes from downtown historic Kingston. Here's what Rideau Acres has to offer you and your family when you visit: the spacious pull-through campsites, trailers, and motorhomes, the swimming pool staffed with lifeguards, a beautiful beach to enjoy for a relaxing afternoon of fun and family, excellent fishing on Colonel By Lake, a boat docking facility for your fishing or pleasure craft, boats, canoes, and kayaks available for rent, a beautiful banquet hall for weddings or meetings to fit any occasion, 136 acres of outdoor adventure, hiking, biking, playground, swimming, fishing, horseshoes, basketball, and so much more. Make Rideau Acres your camping destination this year. You better book now. We're filling up fast. Visit RideauAcres.com or call 613-546-2711.
Rideau Acres is the place to be. Come on out, you'll see at the gated community.
Welcome back, everybody. By the way, my name is Garry McColman. People around Eastern Ontario just refer to me as Big G. I never have figured out why, but they do. And it's a pleasure for me this week to be pinch hitting for our good friend Timmy Baltz. By the way, I don't know whether you can see this or not, but I've got on it's a souvenir, a collector's item. This is a t-shirt that represents all the champions of the Kingston Speedway. It started in 1952 with Lawrence Craven started the Speedway, and it ended in 1976, and it was my pleasure to be the announcer at the Speedway from 1969 right to 1976. So I have a little bit of experience in announcing stock car races. Well, let's get to the results here this week. First off, let me tell you that Brockville rained out. Can-Am ran on Friday night. 358 Modified went to Jordan McCready, Billy Dunn, and R.J. Trissider was third. Dirt Car Sportsman, Gavin Isley, Brendan Moore, and Tyler Corcoran. And in the Limited Sportsman, it was Dylan Moore. Now, these Moore boys, they are a delightful family. I'm very happy that here on the hat it says Kids for Kids. Well, they've been so kind to put Kids for Kids logo, which is a local charity in the Kingston area that raises money for the neonatal unit of our hospital and the Boys and Girls Club. And both those Moore boys on that 35 cars, they both have our logo on it. So congratulations, first off, to Brendan for running a strong second at Can-Am, and for young Dylan, who I think is like 15 years old. I mean, last year he was racing go-karts right beside us in Brighton. So congratulations to you, Dylan. You're going to see a lot more wins out of that kid, that's for sure. In the Dirt Car Pro Stock, it was Dakota Sharp, and the crate sprints were off. Thunder Car went to Justin Pope. Mohawk, well, it was rained out also on Friday night. Brighton was rained out on Saturday night. In Cornwall, Kerry Terrence won the 358 Modifieds. Felix Roy was second, and Gage Morin was third. Sportsman went to William Racine and Tyler Javogue, with Justin Sear finishing third. The Pro Stocks went to Mark Lalonde. The Mini Stocks went to Brandon McMillan. And the Novice Sportsman went to Mark Oliver McCarthy. In Granby, the Big Block Modifieds went, and that was on July 26th, Tuesday. Matt Shepard won it. David Abera was second, and Michael Perron was third. Sportsman went to William Racine, and the Sport Compact went to Matthew Vogel. On Granby, they were rained out on Friday night, and also Drummond was rained out. Airborne, well, they were off for the county fair this past weekend. In Albany, Saratoga, the big blocks went to Demetrius Drelis. Neil Stratton was second, and Rich Ronca was third. Dirt car went to Tim Hartman Jr., Andrew Buff was second, and Marty Kelly III was third. And in the Pro Stocks, it was Brandon Imai who finished, he took the checker flag there. Bay Ridge, well, they were rained out. Bruton, the big car modifieds, went to Amy Holland. That was her first win, and congratulations to that, Amy. Good job. Chad Phelps was second, and Larry Lightning White was third. Dirt car sportsman went to Brandon Carvey, and Richard Mata was second. In the Mod Lights, Kyle Demo won it, and the four-cylinder went to Chris Monofsky. Rain in Fulton. Yeah, rain again on Fulton on Saturday night. Lebanon Valley also rained out. The Land of Legends, they were off for Fair Week. There's a lot of local fairs heading the North Country and right through the fall, I guess. And Merrittville rained out on Saturday night. In Glen Ridge, the 350 Modifieds went to Lance Willix. Lance, he's on a bit of a run this year. Billy Dunn was second. That was the makeup for the May 7th show that rained out. Dirt Car Sportsman went to Andrew Buff. Cody Oakes was second, and Ricky Quick was not just quick enough, but he did finish third. In the Pro Stocks, it was Luke Horning, Johnny Rivers, and Slater Baker. And in Genesee, the sportsmen were off. In Ransonville, the 358s went to Matt Williamson. Chad Brackman was second. Scott Kerwin was third. In sportsmen, Nelson Mason second. Jim Harbison was Nelson Mason was first. Jim Harbison was second, and Kyle Rickner was third. In street stocks, Brandon Sherwood, he took the checkered flag, and in novice sportsmen, it was Matteo Panante. In Thunder Stocks, they were off for Fair Week once again, and the Devil's Bowl in Vermont was postponed because of rain. In Ohsweken, 360 Sprints. I got to give this guy a nickname. Let's call him Ryan the Runner Turner. Ryan the Runner Turner in the 15 car. He won it. Darren Bryden. By the way, Ryan last year won 2 big races. Like he won 20 grand. 10 grand apiece, so congratulations, Ryan. He never shares it with anybody, but he won the big money. Darren Dryden was second, and Mitch Brown was third. Crates went to Brett Strafford. Jess Costa was second. Steve Murdoch was third. Thunderstocks went to Ryan Beagle. And in mini stocks, it was Alex Riley. Orange County Fair, they were off for Fair Week. And in Weed Sport, it was the World of Outlaws on July the 29th. Big Block Modified went to Matt Shepard. Dave Marcarelli was second, and Eric Rudolph was third. In the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars, David Gravel was your winner. And the sportsmen were off, and the micro sprints were also off. Well, that's the results from last week. Rain once again, but hey, you know what? This week looks absolutely perfect. So it's going to be another great weekend. Tim will be back next week to give you the results of the Big Block Tour, and that's always pretty exciting. You know, we're heading into August. I mean, this is it. The last 4 or 5 weeks of points for each track. So boy, the running's going to get tough, and that point schedule for each and every track is heating up. We'll be back with what's coming up in the next few weeks here on the Dirt Car schedule, right after this word from our sponsors.
Draper Doors is your garage door and retractable screen experts. For sales, service, and installation of garage doors, electric door openers, retractable screens, or custom doors, it's Draper Doors. Draper Doors offers 24-hour service at 613-544-2269. If you're replacing your garage door of any size, call for a quote today at 613-544-2269. Remember, call Draper Doors if you can't get it up. Alexandria Home Hardware is your home and garden headquarters. Come in and see our sizzling summer deals for both inside and outside your home. We've got lumber, and now at the lowest price in a long time. Be sure to check our home hardware savings flyer every week for price saving specials all summer long. Come in and see the Garden Center, a huge selection of lawn and garden choices. Our friendly staff is here to assist you for all your shopping needs at Alexandria Home Hardware. Don't forget, you can shop 24 hours a day online at Home Hardware.
Welcome back, everybody, to In the Dirt with Tim Baltz. If you just joined us, well, Tim's off this week. As a matter of fact, he's not off calling races. He's with the Big Block boys on their midweek tour here the last week of July and the first few days in August. But he'll be back next week with all the results of what happened. And boy, it's going to be a lot of results because of the midweek racing and then, of course, the regular weekend racing. Speaking of which, in Brewerton, the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds, the Sportsman Mod Lights and the 4 cylinders will get underway this week at Brewerton, and that's a Friday night at 7 o'clock. Fulton Dirt Car on Saturday night with the 358 mods, the Dirt Car Sportsman, the Novice Sportsman, and the Hobby Stocks at 7 o'clock. Ashwegan has crate sprints, thunder stocks, and mini stocks. Devil's Bowl in Vermont, the prelude to the Vermont 200 weekend. That's always a big race weekend. The campers come from all over the place, and well, it's like going to a football game with the tailgate party. Man, I tell you, they know how to party down there in Vermont. Saturday, the Sportsman Modified, Limited Sportsman, the Novice Sportsman, and the 500cc mini sprints get underway at 6 o'clock. And then on Sunday, the 67-lap 5,000 to win for Sportsman Modifieds. That's a big race for Sportsman. And they also have Limited and Novice Sportsman, 5 o'clock start time there. Glen Ridge has a full program, plus the Van Arman Street Stock Classic. Racing starts at 6 o'clock there in Glen Ridge. In Merrittville, the 358 Modifieds, the Dirt Car Sportsman, the Hoosier Stocks, Mod Lights, and the 4 cylinders. Racing gets underway at 7 o'clock in Merrittville on Saturday. Genesee Speedway, full show of all classes on Saturday night. Racing starts at 6. In Thunder Mountain, well, I was there last year, or was it the year before? I can't remember, but I'd never been to Thunder Mountain before. And it's kind of a windy road off 81 Highway. You climb up to the top of the, mountain. And they have a great track up there. They host a lot of cars every week. And it's a fun place to go and race at Thunder Mountain. If you ever get a chance to go and visit the track, you'll really enjoy it. They get underway at 7 o'clock at Thunder Mountain on Saturday. Ransonville has the Vintage Modifieds this week, the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, the Dirt Car Sportsman, the Novice Sportsman. They have street stocks, mini stocks, and that's a 7:15 start in Ransonville. The Land of Legends has a 6th Division card featuring the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds at the Land of Legends. In Lebanon Valley, the Monster Trucks gets underway on August the 4th and 5th with regular racing is back next Saturday. So that's a special show, of course, with the Monster Trucks. The Orange County Nostalgia Night featuring Sportsman Rookies and Street Stocks gets underway at 6:30. And finally, the 358 Dirt Car Modifieds will be at Can-Am on September the 8th for the John Burr Memorial for the Dirt Car Sportsman. And if anyone raced at Can-Am for so many years, John Burr was the announcer there. And there wasn't a nicer, kinder man that I ever met than John Burr. He always came around to all the competitors before the races, always joking, big smile on his face after the races, always had something nice to say. If you had a bad night, he would come over and almost bring condolences to you. So that's going to be a big night, and I hope that everybody gets down there on September the 8th and celebrate the memory of the great John Burr. Well, that's it for this edition of In the Dirt. I'm Garry McColman, pinch hitting for Tim Baltz, who'll be back next week with another edition. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Rideau Acres Campgrounds, Draper Doors, Alexandria Home Hardware, and our good friends at Disaster RX DKI. Without those sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do this show. Once again, press that like and subscribe button. We need to hear from you. And we thank you so much for the growth of this program over the last several months. Tell your friends, especially you racers, make sure you tell all the racers to support us here on In the Dirt. Thanks. We'll see you next time right here on In the Dirt.